Hello everybody, my name is Tommy. Welcome to the Puppet Theater. And these are some of my friends, my very first puppets, Foxy, Bonnie, Freddy, and Chica. A lot of you probably already recognize them. The ideas that I get for new puppets, a lot of ideas come from video games that I get inspired by, and my fans also tell me, hey, you know, I really think you should play this game and maybe make a puppet off of that. So I said, okay, that's really cool. I also have my own ideas. Not every single creation that I have is actually from a video game, because I have my own ideas, my own characters. I actually have some puppets that I made from my late pets, inspired by them, and I've given them a personality. And then I've had my own creations. I have marionettes, and I have ventriloquist dummies, hand puppets, so these can also vary depending on the type of puppets they are. So I have a puppet that has a spinning head. Some of them actually glow under a black light with neon paint. I've actually started one that's actually from a play, a movie, Little Shop of Horrors. I'm making Audrey 2, the carnivorous piranha plant. Feed me! Yeah. The head itself is something that I'm going to be making on my own. This is going to have a combination of many different things, so such as fake leaves, and then there's going to be some sewing involved. And what I would do is just stick a piece of wire through something that I've sewn, and it will become posable. And I can have it hung down, bend it into whatever shape I want. Plant wants to hold itself up, its own flower pot, which it has done in the movie, and I probably will do that. This is the head of the flower here. So these are the lips here, because this flower does actually have lips. Little Shop of Horrors was a major success movie back in the day. It's very interesting. And for the head is actually all paper mache, because that's where I excel in. When you have a puppet in a movie instead of CGI, it'll always change the experience. The actor's talking to something that's actually there and not something that's green or what's ever going to be. And plus, it's actually real. The puppet used is real. CGI is CGI. So it makes movies and plays that much more real. So that's what puppetry is to me. So this right here, I'm going to be attaching the plant's head together so I can actually puppeteer it. And I use a piece of cardboard instead of a hinge. Absolutely free. And the trick is sometimes you just got to get the darn thing that is holding and waiting for the glue to dry or cool down. Can seem like an eternity sometimes, but you know, you gotta be patient. The next step I would do would definitely be painting. And then I put the teeth in. Here's the teeth. All made out of toilet paper, so the teeth are all right here, and then they would get glued in afterward. But I've got maybe about 40 teeth. And I would have all these vines growing up. But yeah, it would look really plant-like, just there. It's already starting to look like a strange and interesting thing. Just work in progress. every single puppet that I have has a little part of me in it. And I've given every single puppet a part of my personality. But for my favorite puppets, probably would have to be Fabrice the rat. He's a rat puppet. He's an original character of mine. He's the kind of character that likes getting into trouble, but he always manages to squirm out of it. And he goes way back. I have two dragons. One is Charizard, which is a Pokemon. This was just something that I made back in 2017. This is an old project. I reworked that. And then I have Beatrix, and she is another dragon who is an enchantress. And she uses light magic. This is actually the very spiritual character that I have here. And this was actually a character that I made right on the top of my mind. Beatrix has a lot of extra details, some raised areas that I have to smooth around. It was a very challenging puppet to make. It took about 6 months to finish that one.
Tommy's Puppet Lab. Hear the puppets you make come to life.
I've been able to make a living ever since I monetized my YouTube channel. And that's when I started getting some extra revenue, which is all that extra revenue is what I use to buy whatever materials I need, or any special equipment or setup that I need for the next video, or special paint that I order online. And because of that extra revenue, I've actually been able to make more puppets. The real light bulb moment was actually, I was inspired by two artists. There's a Welsh artist on DeviantArt that I had met, and then there's my mentor who made this really fantastic drawing of Five Nights at Freddy's. And I said, you know, I bet I could make something like that. I have a photographic memory. I can take one object and break it all down into shapes inside my head. And that's basically what paper mache is all about. I said, okay, what if I just do this crazy thing? Because Five Nights at Freddy's was super popular. And then I made these Five Nights at Freddy's puppets, the first 5, and I uploaded it into my gallery, and oh my goodness, it had so much attention. It got 20,000 views. And I said, okay, that's cool. I said, okay, I've made these things, I'm done with that. Been there, done that. Hi everybody, my name is Tommy. I am locked in here. Then one day, that video just, I don't even know what it was. It just blew up. One day, I opened up my message, my comments. I had maybe over 300 comments. I had no idea what was going on. I thought maybe I was being spammed or something. No, they're all from real people who know who these characters are. I don't know what it was, but my emotions were on spin cycle when that happened. But I saw this as an opportunity. I kicked that door open and I just said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna make more and upload videos. Yeah, people loved it, so I make more and I do videos. My channel is actually a family-friendly channel. I post wholesome content. My success really is driven by the community that I've built here. They love my tutorials and they love the entertainment that I put out there. I have over 400,000 followers and counting. My long-term goals is just to create entertainment videos, but I want to continue to teach. That's why I started Puppet Master Academy, which is something that I sell on my website. The students that I have access to over 600 videos, and they're all bite-sized, basically breaking it down step by step. Teaches you absolutely everything you need to know to create characters on your own. I absolutely feel that this is making a difference in a lot of people's lives. I get comments, really nice comments from I would say they're not comments, they're basically testimonials. Being an artist is actually a spiritual journey, which is not a destination, but it's a journey, so that means I'm still learning. It has actually made me a better person.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on maxTV Local On Demand, write us at max.local@sastel.com.